a big lump of meat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to fit in. Might need a bigger pot. Just try and brown that meat without throwing it everywhere. Let's mix in that onion. Let's put up the full power. We want to cook the meat, we don't want to steam it. We've got some sausage as well that we need to mix in. It's a little bit cold though, you have to warm it up. Alright, so we're cooking lasagna, right? Now I didn't think ahead, so I've got my beef here, and I've also got some pork, which I kind of forgot to take out early enough, so we're just going to bury that in some hot meat, alright? So slide your hot sausage into the hot meat, okay? This isn't how you'd normally do it now. Normally you defrost those pork sausages well in advance, but that requires some level of organisation, which I'm clearly lacking. Smells nice though. Someone gave me a thumbs up, huh? Any comments? No. Okay. This is my first time kind of properly cooking here. I've done some simple things down here, but this is the first time I'm doing like proper lasagna, you know? So bear with me. Shortcuts are being taken. Gotta admit, this little stove, this little thing I'm on, it's not really strong enough. I'm used to an induction hob. It's got a lot more power, you know? This thing is kind of slow. Then again, it's like, not everybody has induction, right? So, maybe I should be cooking something that people have. You can still see those sausages are frozen solid, like. Let's turn them over. Yeah, they're getting cooked on the bottom. Oh, here we go. We broke one free. These are Italian sausages. They've got a little bit of fan shell in them. We get a scissors. I want to separate them. They'd be tough enough to separate now without a scissors, you know. Where are you watching from? See, there's 3 of you there at the moment. Where are you coming from? America or England or somewhere? Let me know in the comments below if you can comment. Not even sure if it's possible. I'm in Zurich. That's not Sweden. Trying to get the sausages in contact with the heat. Don't have to use pork sausages, but it is traditional. I got 4 people now. I think the most I've ever had is like 100 people at one time. Can't remember what I was cooking now. Probably steaks or something. So I put in about 80 grams of onion, and we're dealing with about 1 kilo of meat. I'd recommend you use a big pot actually. I wouldn't recommend this frying pan. It's a bit problematic. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to move the camera. Oh, look at that. Sorry, that's from Austria, okay. And mine is Bavarian, I think, right? If you heist das Essen. Okay, that's, this is the meat sauce for lasagna. It's like Rindfleisch. Schweinfleisch. Hackfleisch. The Hackfleisch kommt as Wurst. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't realize people were commenting. It's just it had automatically set it to like top comments. It wasn't showing anything. It's not very helpful, is it? Guten Tag aus die Schweiz. Johannes. Okay, cool. You can speak German or you can speak English, I don't mind. Whatever you like. I think we're getting somewhere with these sausages. Yeah, they're softening up. Yeah, alright. So I'm just going to use the scissors now to open up the sausages. So I've effectively defrosted them in the pan. Okay. There you go. They're a nice sausage. Okay. Do the same to the other one. Oh, and get the last one. Brauchst du sicher Kartoffeln? Nein. Das ist authentisch Lasagna. Kein Kartoffeln. 9 paprika and cayenne. Kind Blutwurst. Although I have fucked this up. I should have defrosted them earlier and squeezed the meat out of the sausage skin. Don't worry, they're good authentic sausages. Not some shite. Would you eat Blutwurst? I'm not a big fan myself. Ist sehr beliebt in Österreich. Das Plunsen. Was bedeutet Plunsen? Ist das Österreicher Alltagssprache? Okay, wir brauchen Knoblauch. We need a little bit of garlic. Let's see what we got here. This stuff is great. It's from the Chinese. Should be enough. You just mix it in. Mischung. Okay, so this is Gewürzmischung. Vorbereitet. Johannes. Nein. Blutwurst. Nein. Oh, okay. Blutwurst. Ich verstehe. Danke. Kom uit Ierland. Ik ben Irisch, natuurlijk. Fünf Leute, 5 people. Johannes, kommst du aus Österreich oder die Schweiz? Happy Martin Day. Oh, danke. Du auch. Gestern war St. Patrick's Day. Ein großes irisch Ferien. Okay, jetzt verbrauchen Tomati. Okay. Moment bitte. Come Zurich. I'm coming back. Don't go. Pomodori. Oh, zijn Leute. 10 people. Very good. 800 grams of tomato. Ein bisschen Wasser and a bit of water. Doppio concentrato. Pomodoro. Doen we ze er ook. Okay. Nur 7 Leute. Johannes. Oh, Griechisch. Okay. Ausgezeichnet Land. ...42 Jahre in Österreich. Ah, sehr gut. In Deutsch. Du bist auch Deutsch. Fließend, oder? Boss Bowman. That's the only thing I know. This is kind of coming together. As I said, the pot's too small. So we want to mix it all together. Zu heiß. What else do we have here? We have RM non-forced. Oh, thank you all for coming here today. We can talk English too. Ah, English, yeah. Sounds good to me, dude. I have B2 English. Sorry, I have my mother tongue is English, obviously, and I have B1, B2 German. So as you can imagine, trying to cook and speak German at the same time is a bit of a stretch. So what has you watching YouTube today? Are you at work? Are you at work or at home, Johannes? And I do appreciate you, by the way. I appreciate you commenting, and engaging me in conversation. Ooh, this looks dodgy. getting too close to the edge here. Don't like that. Let's leave it for a while, see what happens. I'm in a shelter at the moment. Not a shelter for adults. I'm in a basement. You know, the old bomb shelter. Oh, sugar. Hang on, let's turn this around. Maybe turn it around so you can see what's going on. A little better. Sambal oleg you can use as clear chili. Nothing more after heart attack. Oh, no way! They had a heart attack and a stroke. Oh shit. That's really bad. What happened? Well, you're lucky to be alive. I'm glad that you're here, man. And when I say I'm glad you're here, I mean like still on Earth with us. You know, I think that's the sauce done. I need to make the bechamel next. The stroke was easy, was it? I suppose it depends on the stroke, doesn't it? Like some strokes are so super severe, you lose the ability to walk and talk. I remember my father had a stroke and he could not speak, and he was speaking in tongues. It was quite scary. It was really scary, but he could understand me when I spoke to him. I remember when he was in the emergency ward, and he was in bed and he was really ill, and then he started to have these seizures where he was shaking and passing out, and then his eyes would open and he had these really intense blue eyes, and he would start speaking in tongues, babbling. It was completely incomprehensible. And I remember I just held his head in my hands and I looked him in the eye and I said, I cannot understand you. Blink twice if you can understand me. And he did. Holy shit. It's crazy. I'm looking for some tissue paper. But actually, I think I have to run upstairs now and actually get a bowl. I need to make the bechamel. Okay. 12 people. 2 months of therapy. Jesus. It's heavy going, dude. Johannes, that's like, is that like John, is it? In English? Or Jonathan, maybe. I'm not sure. There was a guy living, there was a Greek lady living in this building once. Very pretty. And she was going out with a fella called Johannes. He was in London. And he came, I tried to get him a job in Credit Suisse, and when he came over, Jesus, didn't he start cheating on his girlfriend, like, with one of the women in the apartment building? Jesus, a real Lothario. Needless to say, they broke up, you know. Two marriages got broken up because of that. Anyway, this is off, right? You're just watching something that's still got a lot of residual heat in it. I'm just gonna run upstairs. I got to get some, actually no, I just need a bowl. I got everything I need, I just need a bowl. So listen, you got 12 people here, are waiting here. Just, give me a minute. I need to get a bowl upstairs. Back in a minute. Back in 2 minutes. this room wasn't so full of junk, I could actually enjoy working here. This is what I had to go upstairs for. It's a big square dish. Oh, the overhead camera has stopped. Maybe we'll start it again. This is what I need, right? Big square dish. Maybe 2 of these, because I do have a lot of ingredients. And I went upstairs to get this pot. And, would you believe me, behind me, I already had the pot. Ooh, that's me. Alright, so the meaty treat that this is, I'm just going to turn this. Can you imagine if that fell? Jesus, what a mess that'd make, huh? It's a big handle. Let me just make it safe. Keep this out of the way. Alright, so we're going to use this smaller ring to make a bechamel. This is an authentic recipe. And a bechamel requires butter, flour and milk. And I'll tell you how much now. He noses at me. I need a kitchen towel, and thankfully there are 16 of them right here. Basement's full of stuff. So, let me see. Have you written anything else? Johannes and Hans, not the same, okay. Is that an Indian dish? Rico. Rico what? Rico pasta. No, it's not, no. This is an Italian dish. It's called lasagna. Beef lasagna. Beef and pork lasagna. Okay. 50 grams of butter is what we need next. We also need pasta sheets. This is the Agnesi pasta sheets, right? Made with egg. And we need some milk as well, right? We got some cheese as well. Some mature mozzarella. Okay. So we need butter. See this? Oh, this is the best. That's Irish butter. I bought it in Edeka. Up Uetlibergstrasse, maybe? I'm not sure. That's where all the Swiss people go for their shopping. The Uetlibergstrasse. Cheap stuff. Well, it's not necessarily cheap. It's just not outrageously expensive. Now, ooh, Jesus. You may not have noticed this, but see this little line here? That means 50 grams. There's like another 50, another 50. And I need 50 grams, so you just cut along this line here like that, okay? Alright. I have my 50 grams of butter. It is very cold. Minus 18. Maybe I can wait a little bit longer. There we go, that's better. This is not very exciting for you guys. I realize that. I understand. But you signed up for this. And I'm glad you're here. Okay. So there's your block of 50 grams of butter. And then it's going to go in here. I'll have to start the camera. I have to move the camera or something. So you guys can actually see what the hell. What the hell he's doing. Now, what we need? 50 grams of flour. I haven't turned this on yet, have I? No. Maybe we should give this a little stir. What do you think? Whoa! It's going out the other, nearly going out the other side. This is lovely looking. This is going to be delicious. It's a really good meat sauce. Just going to measure out 50 grams of flour. So that's the thing with a roux, alright? Basically 50-50 flour and butter. Then you add in lots of milk and you get this nice sauce. So I just have to find 50 grams worth of flour. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Because this is like a huge... This room, we've effectively turned it into a massive pantry. I'll show you what I use. Oh, we're not recording on this camera. Okay. Boop. Pre-guarantee. Great flour. Very reasonably priced too. What the fuck was that? No idea what that was. Okay. 50 grams of flour. Now we need a lot of milk. Let's get this turned on. We need 600 ml of whole milk. Need to get you guys in a little bit closer. 9 of you left. No butter taste. Nice, okay. Next time I say to you Austrian food. That'd be cool. Normal cup of tea you can use. Yeah. New start, restart. Muscat nuts. Yeah. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But the old muscat nuts. So, let me see. You can see what I'm doing, but I'll have difficulty reading your text. Let me see if there's any muscat nuts over here. Hang on. Having trouble finding the muscat nuts. Hey, can somebody bring down some muscat nuts, please? Thank you. Just send a message. Never know. Might have a bit of luck. Just want to mix this in here. Why didn't you tell me I turned off the meat lasagna or the meat sauce? It's gone. It's stopped bubbling completely. Turn this on full power. Let's get something going here. In America, they're very they love to put in ricotta, but I prefer a bechamel. I find putting cheese in between the meat and then on top, it's just too much, you know. But a nice roux like this is good. So, Johannes, are you going to fully recover? Yeah, I'm going to put the milk in later on, but I just need to get this nice and kind of squared away. It takes forever for this thing to heat up. I normally work upstairs in the kitchen. I'm down in the basement at the moment. It's not fair to put everybody through the whole ordeal of having studio lights and camera stands everywhere and stuff like that, you know? So, and it also, you know, sometimes you can make a lot of smells with cooking. In our apartment, it's open plan, and that means whatever smell is in the kitchen, it goes everywhere else, which I really don't like. And I hate it when I'm trying to watch something and somebody's doing something in the kitchen. It literally, all the sounds reflect out of the kitchen. It really sucks. I think it's a great swindle, the whole kind of like, oh, open plan living, look at your new apartment. They sold it to us as like an amazing advancement, but it's just a way of making smaller apartments and making more money for the builder. Alright, you see the way there's no lumps in that? Turn off the heat, okay? Whoop. Right, I've turned off the heat. And then we're going to let that cool down a little bit. We're going to put in there 600 ml of full fat milk. Right? Yeah, I suppose you could put in the skinny milk, but I don't know. Just never really crossed my mind. Alright, so you said the milk. Oops, the daisy. Hold on a second. I just realized that this camera, I'm talking to you guys, is in the way of the overhead camera. Where I'm shooting the video for upload to YouTube. Keep stirring, okay? It's starting to break up nicely. We've only got 4 people now. Jesus, huh? What happened, huh? Where'd all the people go? It's funny, like, you get a lot of people on and then you have no idea why they're sticking around. Then they just start to leave, like. Let's get some heat into this. I'm going to thicken it up because we cooked the flour enough. You still there, Johannes? One thing I found funny is that if you start talking to people while you're doing a live stream, they just immediately drop off. They get really frightened really quickly. Johannes, you're one of a kind. I notice you haven't dropped off. It's just kind of cool. Nice to have a bit of company. Bit of salt. So this bechamel is very runny at the moment, so I'm going to turn the heat up. We want it nice and thick. Okay, that's starting to thicken. Give us a thumbs up there if you like what you're seeing. I can feel this getting thicker. Smells nice too. Might as well clean up as you go. What do you guys think of Conor McGregor? Saw him today. He had his arm around Trump. He's a very divisive character. Oh yeah, that's coming together nicely. You want to keep stirring this, it gets chunky pretty quickly. Again, this is a bechamel. You can probably see it's getting thicker. Pretty silky. Not a great live stream, is it? Stirring a bucket of white paint. Oh well. This is what lives are all about. I'm going to turn off the heat. Right, it's done. It's thick enough, like. I'm going to turn off the heat on the sauce as well. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. Because I need to start doing the assembly now. take this off the heat. It's nice and thick. We've got 5 people on this live. 5 die-hard culinary fans. Appreciate the company. Okay. Let me see. The big dish, right? So it goes like this, right? Red. That's red, okay? That's the red stuff. It goes red past to white, red past to white. You build it up like that, okay? Out to the edges. Nobody likes to get a piece that doesn't have stuff all the way to the edges. Can you see what I'm doing here? You can, yeah. Maybe I'll bring it closer. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Mute that so you're not bothered by it. Okay. So what comes next is pasta. You see the bit that doesn't fit properly? Right. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna. So I just use the scissors. Take it off. Then it fits perfectly. Do 2 at a time. You just take a scissors. Do it over the grill, right in the corner here. Chop, chop, chop. You see? That'll fit in there, like that. That'll fit in there. Now there's a little bit of overlap. Don't worry about it. It's going to be in the oven for like an hour. And it's going to get steamed. And for the very center, I just do that. Okay? Now, this is where we get some white sauce. Okay. Red pasta white. What comes next? Red. Okay. You don't need to be rubbing this or smearing it. You just put it in on top, okay? Red pasta white. Okay. Always go to the edges. People will feel shortchanged if you don't go to the edges, because they will be shortchanged, and people aren't fools. Okay. Red pasta white. So we get 2 more sheets into the use the corner of your scissors like that, and go nibble, nibble, nibble. I do it over a sink. You can actually get a decent edge. So there we go. You can push them down a little bit to squeeze out any air and stuff like that if you like. And it doesn't matter if they break. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Don't sweat the small stuff, folks. And it's all small stuff. Break it in half if you can. Ah, shite. Let's see what we can do. That'll have to do. Red pasta, white sauce. Clean the edge. Red pasta, white. Red sauce goes on now. You seeing the pattern? Can you tell what it is? Great thing about having the frying pan right beside your thing is that it's either falling back into the pan or it's falling where it needs to go, which is great. Cooking is half the prep, to be honest with you. It's half about prep. The actual cooking part, I've come to realize, is almost secondary. It's all about measuring out your ingredients ahead of time. That's called mise en place. And the other aspect, that is like setup. Where have you got your bowls located? Can you get your hands on them easy enough? Like red pasta white, red pasta white. What comes next? Anybody who said pasta, well done. You got it right. I should have been a tiler or a guy putting slates on the roof. Nearly there. Only 2 more to trim. How many have we got on the call right now? How many have we got in the room? Can someone tell me? Push that down. Perfect. Now we need one in the center like that. Good enough. Red pasta white. This is the last of our white. We're going to use all of it now. Okay. But I've been careful about how I used it, so I'm not going to run short, you know. And I'm not going to have too much either, because if I have too much, it means I shortened or shortchanged the lower layers, which I didn't do. Not bad. Worked out quite well. And because this is the last layer, I'm going to cut it in by hand, so to speak. That's like a painter terminology. As Fat Dan would say, if you can piss, you can paint. I think he's downplaying the skill involved, but it's what he's fond of saying. Okay. Just do that. Okay. You got a little bit left in here. Why waste it? Fill that gap there. Okay, that's really it. We're done here. Okay. Red past the white. We're not playing that game anymore. Now we're playing mozzarella. Who's on the call? Only 5 people. Come on, give us a thumbs up, will you? You need a good bit of mozzarella on it now. Not so much that you end up with like this super thick layer, but just the right amount. I think 1 peck of cheese is perfect for a size, for a bowl this size. It is important to get up to the edges, which is what I'm trying to do now. Not spilling. Don't worry, it will flood the area. It'll kind of spread out as it melts. Look at that, huh? How about that for nice lasagna? Okay. We're done with that. Okay. Rinse my hands. Don't flush lasagna sheets down your sink. You're gonna get trouble for that. They will eventually soften, but you're gonna have a problem. Now, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me on this live, 1 hour and 2 minutes. But unfortunately now, this has to go on the oven, and it needs to go on the oven for about 50 minutes. And I'm not going to let the live run, because it's just like nothing to show you. So, thank you. Let me see. Hey, it's me! Thanks for joining the live. Until next time. Bye-bye. How do we stop this?